Ever get ready to bake a cake only to realize you're out of flour?
Or like, you forgot to preheat the oven.
Yeah,
Yeah, huge bummer.
totally. And it's kind of the same for us developers sometimes, right?
Yeah, like when you're all set to use SQLite for a project.
Which, by the way, is a fantastic choice. Fast, lightweight, perfect for smaller projects.
Right, but then you're like, hold on. Does my PHP even support SQLite?
It's like that record scratch moment, the music stops, and you're left wondering, now what?
And that's exactly why we're on the case today.
We're doing a deep dive into PHP's SQLite support. We're going to figure out if it's already there or if we need to do a little setup.
Think of it like we're about to become PHP detectives.
I love that. And luckily, we've got a great lead to follow from our friends at Plus2Net. They've laid out the steps, like, perfectly.
Oh, their guide's a good one.
So, first things first, how do we even check if SQLite support is enabled in our PHP setup?
Well, there are a couple of ways.
Get me with them.
One way is this super handy function.
Stofo, right.
It's basically like asking your PHP setup for its ID card.
Yeah.
It'll spill all the details.
Yeah.
Version, modules, everything.
It's a treasure trove of information, that's for sure. Okay, so we've got the SPINFO.
Right, so you run it,
Okay.
and then you look for a specific section, the PDO sections, like where all the database connections hang out.
PDO, got it.
And within that section, you're looking for a specific driver named PDO SQLite. If you see it, boom, you're good to go. SQLite support is already enabled.
Like finding a $20 bill in your back pocket, right? Always a good feeling.
Exactly.
But let's say we don't see it. What then?
Okay, so that's where we bring in the big guns. PDO.getAvailableDrivers.
PDO.getAvailableDrivers sounds serious.
It is, kinda. It's a PHP function that lets us directly ask, hey, which database drivers are you cool with? And the best part, it gives us the answer in code, which we can use to check.
So much cleaner than digging through that giant FINFO output.
Way cleaner. And our pals at Plus2Net, they've even provided a code snippet for this.
They really thought of everything.
It uses another function, in array, to give you a clear message. No more deciphering cryptic code.
Love that. Okay, so we've checked, and for whatever reason, SQLite support isn't enabled. What's our next move? Time to break out the toolbox.
You got it. We're going straight to the heart of your PHP configuration, the php.ini file.
php.ini, the command center of PHP.
Exactly. It's where all the important settings are controlled.
And this is where we can enable SQLite if it's not already, right?
You're on fire today.
Yeah.
Look for the line that says php escalase3.dll, and then uncomment it by removing that pesky semicolon at the beginning. Restart your web server, and bam, SQLite support is officially on the guest list.
I love how you make it sound so simple. Okay, we've enabled SQLite. We're feeling good. Are we done? Or is there more?
Almost. There's one last crucial step. You need to check your SQLite version.
Right. Because just like any software, you want to make sure you're using the latest and greatest, right?
Exactly. Older versions might have security issues, be slower, or even just not have some of the new, cool features. Plus2Net even gives us a code snippet to easily display our SQLite version.
That's awesome. They really spoil us.
They do. And, hey, who knows? Maybe there's a new feature and a newer version of SQLite that you need for your project you wouldn't even know without checking.
That's a great point. So before we wrap up this deep dive, I just want to say that this is really just the beginning when it comes to SQLite and PHP. There's so much more to explore.
Oh, absolutely. Connections, tables, queries. It's a whole world of database goodness.
And while we're not diving into those deeper waters today, I highly encourage you to check out the full Plus2Net guide. They really do a fantastic job of breaking everything down step by step.
Seriously, it's a must-read if you're working with SQLite and PHP. But before you do, think about this. What makes SQLite such a compelling choice in the world of databases?
And more importantly, when would you choose SQLite for a PHP project over other, maybe even more popular database options? Keep those questions in mind as you explore further, and I guarantee you'll walk away with a whole new appreciation for this lightweight database powerhouse.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time.